Hello everyone, welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Now channel. As always, this time I have appeared with a mysterious soap opera, so don't delay, like and subscribe now and stay tuned. Steffi's heroic news makes Liam feel emotional. Daphne breaks up the fight between Deacon and Carter. According to the Bold and the Beautiful recap for Tuesday, April 8th, Daphne Rose broke up the brawl between Carter Walton and Deacon Sharp, while Liam Spencer became distraught about some heroic Steffy Forrester news. Liam was surprised to hear that he was in the hospital after suffering a brain bleed, but he was able to recall his name there. He was moved when Steffy received plaudits from Dr. Grace Buckingham for saving Liam's life. Steffy reassured Liam that she didn't see him bleeding on the ground, despite his concerns that Kelly Spencer might have. Steffy clarified that she eventually asked Liam what had transpired after discovering him outside the Spencer mansion. On Tuesday's B&B episode, John Finnegan informed Lee Finnegan that Kelly was staying at a friend's house across the street while he was in his office. Finn was perplexed as to why Steffy was not responding to him, but he made an effort to remain optimistic in spite of his mounting concerns. Ridge Forrester told Zend Forrester Dominguez at Forrester Creations that his gift was unrelated to reducing hope for the future. Ridge said he was beginning to sound like Brooke Logan because Zend couldn't help but feel sorry for Hope. Daphne obviously did not feel sorry for Hope and believed that Forrester would not suffer a great deal from her dismissal. Deacon went on a rampage at the design office because Carter was a heartbreaker, cheater, and betrayer. When Carter could take no more of Deacon's tirades, he retaliated by making a joke about Deacon being the first man to desert Hope Logan. A serious altercation erupted as Deacon became enraged enough to attack Carter with several karate techniques. Before he finally pushed back at Deacon and escalated this into a full-fledged fight, Carter ended up with a cut on his head. After hearing the disturbance and hurrying inside, Daphne vowed to call security on Deacon before discovering he was Hope's father. She claimed Hope had no honor after presuming Deacon was there to protect his daughters. Hope returned to Brooke's residence and provided updates on her visit with Deacon in order to receive assistance. Since she pitched to Ridge, Brooke made an effort to appear as though she was also supportive. Hope pretended that it was useless and that she didn't need Carter to defend her either, especially since he didn't defend her when it counted. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope might soon take a new love route, so keep an eye out. Make CDL your preferred B&B destination because it's the place to go for amazing Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Heroism, betrayal, and emotional reckonings, a breakdown of The Bold and the Beautiful, April 8th episode. Soap operas are known for their emotionally charged storylines, passionate confrontations, and surprising heroism, and The Bold and the Beautiful delivered all of that in spades in its April 8th episode. With heart-wrenching medical revelations, explosive personal drama, and fierce loyalty, this installment tugged at viewers' heartstrings while setting the stage for major changes in the lives of beloved characters. Steffi's heroism and Liam's emotional realization. The episode opens with a pivotal scene at the hospital, where Liam Spencer begins to regain consciousness and slowly piece together what happened to him. Initially disoriented, Liam is told he suffered a brain bleed, an incredibly serious condition. What truly strikes an emotional chord is when he learns that Steffy Forrester was the one who saved his life. This revelation moves Liam deeply, and it's clear he feels a mix of gratitude, humility, and vulnerability. Dr. Grace Buckingham praises Steffy's quick thinking and bravery. In a high-stakes moment like this, we're reminded of how life and death scenarios often bring out the core essence of a person. For Steffy, it's her loyalty, strength, and deep-rooted love for those she cares about. Her instincts kicked in, and without hesitation, she acted, possibly preventing a tragedy. From Liam's perspective, the emotional impact is twofold. First, there's the shock of the physical trauma. But second, and perhaps more powerfully, there's the realization that Steffy, his ex and the mother of his daughter, put herself in harm's way to help him. This moment is charged with complex emotions. Gratitude is intermingled with guilt and perhaps even a rekindled sense of admiration. Liam's concern quickly shifts to his daughter, Kelly Spencer. His immediate worry that Kelly may have witnessed him injured on the ground shows where his priorities lie. This is a father's fear, raw and primal. But Steffy, ever the protector, reassures him that Kelly didn't see anything traumatic. In doing so, Steffy again takes on the role of emotional guardian, easing Liam's fears while bearing the weight of the day's trauma herself. Finn's worry and emotional distance. Meanwhile, Dr. John Finn Finnegan is shown in a separate scene with his mother, Lee Finnegan. Though Finn is a pillar of calm and logic as a doctor, we see the cracks in his composure. He's worried. He doesn't understand why Steffy hasn't reached out to him in the wake of such a crisis. That lack of communication, despite being understandable under the circumstances, creates a moment of emotional distance between the couple. Finn's uncertainty and speculation underscore the emotional disconnect that can arise even in the strongest relationships during times of chaos. While he tries to stay positive and grounded, there's clearly a growing tension. Is it mistrust? Confusion? Or just fear of the unknown? These questions linger in the air. Finn also gives an update about Kelly, who is safe at a friend's house. This reassures Lee and the audience, but it also heightens the sense of isolation he feels from Steffy. As a husband and father figure, Finn is used to being involved. Being on the outside of the current crisis might hint at deeper cracks in the foundation of their relationship. Workplace drama and resentment at Forrester Creations. While life-altering events unfold in the hospital, the business world of Forrester Creations is dealing with its own brand of drama. Ridge Forrester and Zend Forrester Dominguez are shown discussing the fate of the Hope for the Future fashion line. Ridge assures Zend that the decision to cut the line was not a reflection of his talent. However, Zend can't help but feel bad for Hope Logan, whose line was axed. This moment reveals Zend's empathy, and perhaps something more. Is there a budding emotional connection forming between Zend and Hope? Ridge jokes that Zend is starting to sound like Brooke Logan, Hope's mother, which lightly teases the possibility of deeper involvement. Enter Daphne Rose, who makes it clear she has no sympathy for Hope. To Daphne, Hope's firing is simply no great loss. Her cold attitude adds another layer to the mounting opposition Hope is facing. Daphne's ruthlessness represents a growing faction at Forrester that seems eager to move forward without sentimentality, something that might create more enemies than allies in the long run. Deacon and Carter's explosive confrontation. The tension truly hits a peak when Deacon Sharp confronts Carter Walton in the design office. Deacon is furious. He accuses Carter of being a cheater, a backstabber, and a heartbreaker. The argument quickly escalates into physical violence, a hallmark of high-stakes soap drama. Carter, who usually plays the composed and rational gentleman, finally reaches his breaking point and fires back. He reminds Deacon that he was the one who abandoned Hope Logan first. This stings, clearly, because Deacon's whole identity lately has been about repairing his fractured relationship with his daughter. The confrontation turns physical, and in a shocking moment, Deacon actually uses some karate moves, an unexpected but fitting nod to his unpredictable character. Carter ends up with a gash on his head, and things spiral into a full-blown brawl. This fight isn't just about bruised egos. It's symbolic of deeper wounds, Deacon's guilt over Hope, Carter's complex love life, and the territorial nature of the men surrounding Hope Logan. Daphne's intervention and harsh words. Just as the fight is intensifying, Daphne rushes in and threatens to call security on Deacon. But once she realizes that Deacon is Hope's father, she pauses, only to deliver an even more cutting blow. She says that defending Hope's honor is pointless because, in her view, Hope has none.